Patreon. Or no, fuck. All right, everyone, welcome back to the main feed. I'm Jake Clark.
Dude, we're doing intros now? I'm Taylor.
I do see that still pop up as like, who are these guys? I'm like, yo, we don't have that big a following where you wouldn't know who we were. Like,
I think about that too. I am like, who watched this enough to be like, these guys are interesting, and then commented.
Yeah.
And then was like, what are these guys' names?
It's like it's a niche audience we got here. So if you don't know, that's insane. But yeah, that's my sign on for today. Dude, big news. I'm gonna start it off with this, dude. Better Man not crushing it in the box office. Not crushing it one bit.
Dude, I saw that I could rent it yesterday when I turned my TV on. It popped up as like a now available to rent thing, and I was like, holy fuck.
I am enough.
And Joey was like, do you want to buy it? Do you want to rent it? And I was like, no, I'm not going to watch it. I think Mike might have went and saw it.
No, really?
He said he was going to,
dude,
I think.
It did like...
Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. I'm just throwing Mike's reputation under the bus that he wanted to see the Robbie Williams chimpanzee biopic.
It did $1,000 in every theater. Like, that's what it came in in the opening week. It was a disaster of a film. It is funny, though. Everyone's like, who is this guy? And people are like, I think it's Robin Williams.
That's really funny. Dude, going into it thinking it's going to be the fucking BTS of Patch Adams, and it's just fucking like a chimpanzee playing I don't even know what kind of music you would call as music.
I've never listened to it.
It's like
never listened.
It's like kind of like dramatic. I don't know. I guess it's pop, but it's not really. I don't really think of him as like a pop guy.
It makes me feel validated though because, like I was like, who the hell is Robbie Williams? And I'm among many people that feel that same way.
Yeah, I mean, I know who he is. Oh, you know what? I think I think maybe Ian Shelton from Military Gunners, who I was talking to about the movie. He went to see it in theaters, and I was like, "You saw it in the theater?" And he was like, I try to see everything." I was like, "Dude, but this one, respect."
Hey, they needed him. They needed a lot more.
Oh, dude, now I know. I'm like, damn, I wish I would have fucking done my
over $100 million budget, and it made to date right now. I think it made about $5 million, which is more than I thought.
Dude, that's like an epic flop. That's like unheard of. I feel like
it might be like the most biggest flop out of like because it was supposed to be a big thing.
I think that actually, I think that Craven movie was an enormous flop too.
Really?
I think that one lost a ton of money.
But this was supposed to be a guy everyone knows, and they did a release in the United States, and everyone's like, "Who the hell is this guy?"
I gotta assume it did better elsewhere.
Better Man? I think
so.
it probably did fine in the UK, is what I'm assuming, but just terrible. I'm looking up the fact. Okay, so as of now, it has hit over a $10 million mark, so it's climbing up there.
I mean, dude, but it's not like this is the first. It's already available to rent. Like, it's not gonna make much more. Like, that sucks. $100 million. They're almost at recouping 10%.
If Robbie Williams, if he had nothing in it besides just making the movie, he won because now more people know who he is. So I think he won in the deal. He'll never get another movie.
He's got to be like, oh man.
I
would assume he's probably 50 years old.
Probably something around there, yeah.
So he's probably. I also would assume he does his own voice in the movie.
I think he narrates it, if I'm not mistaken. And I think someone else may play him. I'm not sure.
But that would be crazy because it's like, just have him play him because he's
a monkey. Yeah,
it's him and it's not his physical body. So you know what's crazy that I think about sometimes? That Howard Stern played himself in his own biopic.
Right?
Crazy fucking movie. But
oh, he did play. Yeah, I
he
guess
straight up played himself youthful to
He has a youthful. What was that in the 90s?
He played
Private Parts.
Yeah. He played like himself in college, and then
I get it confused with Weird Al's biopic as well, but
I couldn't watch that. I heard so many good things, and I watched it, and I was like, "This is."
That was the Daniel Radcliffe. Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, Daniel Radcliff, not Elijah.
But it was too.
It was fun. I watched.
I think I wanted like
ride.
a real Weird Al biopic, and it was just like it was too silly, man. I knew
he's a silly
I knew that it
guy.
was. I know it's Weird Al, but I was just like, I don't want this.
I'd rather a Weird Al movie than a Robbie Williams movie, though. I think that would do better in theaters.
I want. Oh yeah, well, I mean,
than a better man. Like I'm not even
Weird
a movie
Al
exec.
played by a chimpanzee, dude. I'd watch the shit out of that. That's the thing. They made the wrong movie with a chimpanzee. If they would have done that with a different person, dude, imagine if they did the Tekashi 6ix9ine biopic with played by a chimpanzee.
And
that would be so funny.
With the hair, the teeth.
That's the thing. You can't be just like a chimpanzee dressed like a guy.
Yeah.
It's got to be a.
For the next 2.5 hours, you're mine.
It's got to be a chimpanzee dressed as a guy that looks nuts.
Yeah.
Not a handsome guy. That's stupid.
Yeah, just play him handsome. People want to see a handsome guy.
Yo, biopics are dead, man.
I mean, especially after that one. That kind of put the nail in the coffin, huh?
I mean, I don't know.
Shit.
Are musicals in?
I think musicals are back, baby. I don't know if
How long until they make the live action Nightmare Before Christmas?
That would be a good one. They probably
I don't think they can.
I think they could figure out a way. I don't know if it'll be good, but they could figure out a way. A lot of movies are musicals that I don't realize. So, like, I think there's gonna be more music in movies, probably, because then they get a whole nother stream of revenue when it's like, oh, now we can put it on a record.
Yeah,
boom, and now these
that's
artists.
probably the thinking. But dude, I don't want that.
I don't want it either. Me neither. I'm just saying, in the eyes of the money-hungry people, there's like, oh, now we get movies and music, and we're selling this, and like Ariana Grande is topping the charts now. And it's like, okay.
I would have liked Nosferatu more if there was a couple songs in it.
Yeah, about the mustache and the sex.
Dude, I will say, once I found out he had a mustache in the movie, I was like, that's stupid.
So I haven't seen the movie yet. Is it? So there's Count Olaf.
Yeah, Count Olaf.
Is that right?
No, that's not. That's Olaf is the snowman from Frozen. Count Orlok is
Orlok.
His name.
So that's not the vampire.
It is the vampire.
Oh, it is the vampire. So who's Nosferatu?
That's like
younger him?
That's like no Nosferatu. He's the same thing. It's like that's like the term that is. It's so dumb because it's so like it's such an old story that it's like hard. It's so stupid, but they make it complicated for no fucking reason.
Because I was confused who played which. Because what does William Dafoe play versus?
He plays a crazy guy that like.
So he doesn't have the mustache.
He like knows about vampires
because he has a mustache in the movie, but I'm like, that's not the mustache.
No, Willem Dafoe saves the movie in a lot of ways.
Yeah, he's a great actor.
But dude,
great actor.
I found out he had a mustache. I'm like, that's dumb.
Girls like mustaches.
I don't think that makes him less scary.
That was
and then someone that we know assured me that it was once I saw the movie, I would then appreciate it. It's part of like a bigger thing of the whole essence of the character, and I understand that because they try to make him more of like a Rasputin, like a really like Eastern European like mountain guy.
Okay.
And he just looks stupid, man. And they gave him like a little thing of hair. Dude, I hate it.
I'm gonna watch it. I once it, if I can buy now, if it ever comes on buy now, unlike better.
It looks great. It's well acted. Well shot.
I love those things.
But dude, it's just like long and boring.
That's the one things I don't like. But wintertime
is the
time for me to watch a movie like that.
Sit down. It's a good movie. I don't like
put on the surround sound.
I don't like that they. I don't understand the sexualizing of the movie.
Yeah, why do we have to sexualize them?
Like. I don't know.
Yeah.
I already talked about this in the last episode about how I heard it was so horny and it just isn't horny at all. But
so I'll move on. super excited. So I binge watched Severance, all of that.
I just did
last
that too.
week. Awesome show. I was like, this is great. I was gonna watch it every day, and I just watched it from 4 p.m. till I finished this season. I was like, this is so shit. This is so sick of a season. So I'm like, I'm in. I'm tapped in.
You said that season 2 is apparently well reviewed.
Well reviewed, yeah. It's getting great reviews.
I think it's gonna suck.
It could suck, but I'm open to it. And I like that was cool. Their little installment they did in the Grand Central Station this week.
I didn't see it.
They posted up the desk, and they did in a glass cube, and they just kind of were like pretending to work for like, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes or a half hour. But I was like, that's a cool thing to post online.
Like the actors did it?
Yeah.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, Britt Lauer, Adam Scott. I called him Michael Scott yesterday. And the other, I don't think Tony Soprano's sister's brother was there. John Turturro, though. Is that his name?
Tony Soprano's sister's brother.
Isn't that her?
Yeah, John Turturro.
Yeah.
Apparently, I saw a quote about because he was in the Batman movie.
Oh yeah, he was.
And this has to be out of context. I saw that he didn't want to do the Penguin show, which, by the way, I don't know if we've talked about it on here. Piece of shit. That show's such a piece of shit. I
haven't watched it.
I saw everyone talking about how it's such a good show, and it's literally one of the worst shows I've ever seen.
Shit.
Anyway,
well,
John Turturro's in the movie, and apparently he was asked to reprise his role in the Penguin show, and he said that the script he didn't want to do it because it had too much violence against women. And then the quote said, "It's just not really my thing." I'm like, bro, if that's how he put it, that's really funny. It's just like, violence against women is kind of like, not for me. Like, let another guy do it. It's not really in my wheelhouse to be like it. Also, there's not. Like, I don't know what he meant by that, because I don't remember there being any violence against women in the show.
Well, his character was supposed to bring it. I know they probably had to replace his character, but him specifically, they're like, this guy looks like he could give violence towards women.
Yeah.
He get real violent with
He probably
women
is
out
violent
there.
towards women, and that's why he said he didn't want to be in the movie.
Too
Everyone would
close
have been
to
like,
home.
he's too good at acting this out. He must do it for real. I saw it just not my thing. And I'm like, dude, if that's actually the way he put it, then that's so awesome. That's what I'm going to start saying about it.
He rocks.
Listen, I didn't go on tour with this band because the singer provably raped a few gals, and that's just not really my thing, personally.
Just not my thing.
It's just not. Violence against women is just not my thing. It's so fucking awesome.
I might need to put that on a shirt, man. That's good, dude. Severance season 2. Violence against women, not my thing.
That's gonna be our next pod shirt. Violence against women is just not our thing. In quotes. Severance season 2 could be.
It's gonna be good.
I'm afraid it's gonna go too like.
It's not gonna be as bad as Westworld 2. I'll tell you that much. Or season 2 of Westworld.
I told you that I tried to rewatch.
The first episode, first season's great.
The first season's awesome. I rewatched the first season. I was like, dude, I'm gonna keep the momentum going, and I'm gonna watch this whole show.
No.
Because, dude, there's like 4 seasons of that show.
I know. And it got canceled.
And I literally couldn't finish the first episode of the second season. I was like, this is so shot, man. Like, there's nothing.
It's terrible. They lost the thread. They should have. I mean, but I don't think Severance season 2 will be like that. Only because, and by the time this is out, the first episode will have at least come out.
Because it took them fucking 8 years to make it.
I think because there's so many. They took a long time to make it, which is good. You know, maybe they can actually like put the script together. Ben Stiller, he was involved. He was there at the installment, like taking pictures. It was really funny. He just like outside, like, "Hey, smile." I think it's gonna be good. I have high hopes of. There's so much more of the story to be told on that.
Yeah, I mean I'm so afraid of shows that have that are mysterious like that. Mm-hmm. Dude, listen, I know that you love Lost and people love Lost.
I was about to rewatch it.
But dude, the ending gets under my skin. It's indefensible to me. It is literally like the cheapest ending of all time, and people are like, they really pulled it all together for me. I'm like, dude, there's so many questions left unanswered, and I hate the people that are like, that's the beauty of the show. they didn't answer all your questions. I'm like, why not? I don't need every question answered, but the most interesting parts of the show were just like, they're just like, oh, dude, it was all a dream, basically. That's practically what they're doing at the end.
I will say they left it open-ended a little too much where, why does there have to be so much discourse? Why couldn't you have just gave us a clear answer, boom, 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 and then the rest could be, like, the little stuff could be the questions left after the show finished. But
yeah, like I guess like a good example is like when they go in the room and there's like the baby goats and shit.
Oh, it's Severance, yeah.
I'm like,
they're gonna tie it. Well, I've thought about it a lot. I did a little,
and I'm just like, dude, if they just like never talk about that again, I'm gonna be fuming mad. Like that will piss me off.
They have to. I think since you rewatched it recently, right? I think Adam Scott's wife in this show. You know how she's a therapist?
Yeah, she fucks goats.
I think she fucks the goats, yeah. And then
she gives birth
and
to
that's the black
goats.
Goo that they're seeing, yeah. And the black goo, yeah. That's what I'm thinking is what's going on.
Yeah, interesting about the black goo, how the one guy, John Turturro's character, just paints the same thing over, and he listens to one song. I was like, me and Joe were watching, I was like, dude, this guy's gotta mix it up. He literally has like a pathetic life. He paints the same picture on different size canvases. And he's just listening to the one song.
Slam some coffee though. That's what's up.
I know the coffee does the coffee and chilling with the dog. I'm definitely this guy's got the fucking life. Man.
He lives by himself.
He just goes out and sits on his bench by the water, and he's just like, all right.
Has a cool car.
He does have a cool car.
Whipped his car. But I had a question about that actually, because his like Severance character, his Innie, right, hops in the car and knows how to drive immediately. He wouldn't know how to drive immediately.
I thought the same thing.
It would have taken him straight up like 10 to 15 minutes to get that car on the road.
Do you think they have the same cognitive abilities?
That's a good point. Maybe. That might be the answer to that question.
Because there's definitely stuff in the show that it's like, well, how do they know all this shit? Like, who taught them how to talk? Like, they know how to talk right away, and they can reference certain things that like exist outside of the office. So I'm like, there's got to be something. I wonder if they'll ever like. It's also a show, so like there is some level of like.
You kind of had to give it.
Well, I guess I can't really give a fuck too much.
Yeah, I feel that, but that was one thing I was like, because if it was me, I would be sitting there.
You spat your drink out and you're like, no,
he couldn't
do that.
If I get in a car that's not my own, sometimes it takes me a second to get the car started. I'm like, shit, I forgot to hit the brake pedal and press this thing,
dude,
to get it
buttons. Going. My car now has a button, so I'm pretty used to it. But yeah, when I used to rent cars and it would have the button, it just
what's going on here?
I would just leave the keys in the car because like. Now I leave them in my jacket pocket so that I get out of my car and they're still with me. But
I do like that. It's kind of like, where are the keys? And I got to find my jacket. I got to wear the same jacket every day.
My car does something weird though when like, so I can walk up and without hitting the unlock if I like if I have the keys in my pocket and I pull the handle, it'll unlock.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'll unlock it and I'll walk up. And I'll pull the handle, and it will lock as I'm opening the door.
That's strange.
And I'm like, what is this fucking feature for?
I don't know. Maybe theft or something. Someone gets in your car real quick and
I guess, but I'm just
speed away. I'm like, dude, no one's gonna do that.
I don't like that.
I had a feature in my car where if you held down the lock button, the windows cracked. And
weird.
I didn't know that was the case, and I thought I was just leaving my windows cracked every night. And I would come out in the city and be like, God damn it, I left my windows cracked. Like,
what a weird thing. You think that's just like if your dog's baking in the car and you're just like, damn, looks hot out there.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was a way like, all right, we'll do this, and then the next iteration will be like electric start. Like, I don't know. That's cars from 2011. I'm not sure. But yeah, I like the automatic start. But John Turturro, his character, I don't think he would get. I think it would take him a few minutes to figure out. That's an older car.
Yeah.
Me, if I hopped in that car right now, it would take me a second to get that car started.
The show sucks, dude. Like,
it's a terrible show. I'm not gonna watch it.
No,
it's going to be good. It's
held up. I was worried I was gonna rewatch the first season and be like, oof, this actually kind of blows. But it's great.
Good Easter eggs. More than I thought.
And I hope that the second season is good.
It will be good. It's kind of hard to recreate that magic, but
They killed off my dude, Christopher Walken, though.
Oh, I think he'll be. I guess he doesn't have to be back.
Well, maybe they'll. Well, I don't know. I guess he did find him in the show.
Yeah, he does, but he doesn't need to be a plot point. Like that could have just ended there, his character arc. But they could. So maybe he was expensive. He's a big name. They're like, Christopher Walken.
And he's old as fuck. They're probably like, oh god, dude, we gotta have like IV drips and shit in his trailer.
Dude, I always think about that with hiring old people like him in general. It's just, will they make it to the next season? Like, you don't want to build a whole character around this guy. And then
dude, you just do.
Hey, no, you can get a replacement, but
make a CGI version. Did you see Alien Romulus? By the way,
I have no idea what that even is.
It's like the newest Alien movie.
No, what part of the franchise?
Yeah,
no,
it came out like a few months ago.
Oh, everyone was talking about it. No, I have not seen it. Do you want to watch it?
Some people loved it, and some people hated it. I
like Prometheus.
I thought it was pretty good.
Okay.
I like Prometheus too. Prometheus is check it out. One of the best Alien movies. It's one of the best ones.
I mean, I like it a lot. Michael Fassbender
might be the second best one.
And it also kind of gives some story to the backstory of Alien.
That's why it's sick. It's like
cool.
I don't know. It's
a
one
cool
of the best
movie.
made ones.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
Cool. It's really cool. It's interesting. What's the best one? Just Alien?
Probably Alien.
Yeah. Sigourney Weaver.
The second one's sick, but like, dude, the third one's crazy where she's in like a space prison.
I don't know if I've ever even seen the third one.
Yeah, like a bunch of guys. Like that third one's weird because it feels like every character's like, I'm gonna rape Sigourney Weaver, and like that's literally the vibe of the whole movie. And then there's like a couple of guys that are like, we don't rape women.
Yeah, that would be us because we can't hang like that.
We can't hang like that.
Nah.
It's just not our thing.
It's not our thing. We don't do
It's just not our thing.
Violence towards women, not our thing. But I'll play the counterpart to that.
But in the newest, in Alien Romulus, a big thing that I saw people getting mad about was there's a character from the first Alien that is now dead. The guy that plays Bilbo in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
So like the older Bilbo.
Oh, the older Bilbo, but not the younger Bilbo. Gotcha,
No, not
Huh.
What's that guy's fucking name?
I don't know. He's a big actor though. The guy in like Ali G. And
Yeah.
That's not a big role for him, but
he's the goat. I can't think of his name.
Yeah, what's his name? He's in Fargo.
Sherman Feldman.
Sure.
I bet I could think of his name if we weren't talking about something else.
Hank? No.
It's Hank.
No, it's not Hank.
Hank McDonald.
That's right.
But anyway,
right.
they CGI'd this fucking guy because he's dead.
Oh, yeah,
so not only did they
old as
CGI him,
fuck.
they CGI'd him when he was like, I don't know, maybe 40 years old in the first movie. So like probably younger than that, honestly. Oh, but they CGI'd him and it looks like fucking shit.
Yeah,
And I saw a quote from the guy that made the movie that was like, yeah, I mean, I don't like it either, but like we had tight deadlines and like,
dude, you couldn't just pull an old guy off the street. There's a ton of actors out there. Do a little makeup.
So here's the thing.
Or a younger guy. I'm sorry, 40-year-old guy. Like, you could have.
I don't know, because it's supposed to be that character, and that character is a robot.
Oh, but in
so like
human form.
It had to look the same, but the CGI looks like fucking shit.
Yeah,
it objectively looks pretty stupid.
Yeah.
And it is funny to see the guy that made the movie just be like, yeah, I mean, I think it looks bad, but like apparently they went back and are fixing it.
Okay.
So that's kind of like, I guess for like the home release or whatever, it's gonna look better. But I'm like, that's got to sting, man.
And this was the new movie too, which is crazy
movie,
because usually CGI doesn't look that bad in new
Yo.
stuff. I mean, it can look good. It's not going to look as bad as in my head. It's as bad as The Sopranos season 2
that's,
or 3.
That's egregious.
CGI.
That's crazy.
That looks like they made it on a computer at home. Like, imported it in.
That is unacceptable, and I can't believe they haven't gone back and like made that better at this point. Like
They
all the
should.
money HBO has, you think they would be like, yo, we're gonna go back and pay
That's their
someone
biggest
$1
show,
million.
right?
Dude, it's got to be, if not the biggest one, it's got to be in the top 3.
It still makes HBO the money.
I would think the top 3 HBOs are like,
Probably Game of Thrones, maybe still.
I wasn't even
That's the top
thinking about Game of
5,
Thrones.
but like.
I was gonna say Curb, Sopranos, and The Wire, but I don't know if The Wire's even pulling numbers like that anymore.
No, but it'll probably have like a resurgence. It probably goes up and down.
Dude, did you finish Natalia Grace?
They did the new season of that.
Season?
No,
it's
I
only,
haven't.
It's only like 3 or 4 episodes.
I haven't even started it, but I will watch it. Is it worth watching?
I mean, it's the final chapter.
Okay, I'll watch the final chapter. I saw it pop up, and I thought it was just reminding me that I watched it. And like, hey, do you want to rewatch this? And I was like, no, but I'll rewatch it.
I watched it when I was sick.
Yeah.
And I was just like...
Something to watch.
I don't know. It's stupid. She kind of sucks.
Natalia?
Yeah, I mean...
think the whole family just...
So, I think... man, it's... Dude, they really don't talk about... Like, Michael gets a little screen time, but, dude, they have him roll in like a fucking G, too. It's so funny. He pulls up in, like, a sports car. He gets out. He has, like, these, so like, sideburns and, like, flowing, like, hair, and he's just pulls his sunglasses up. He's just like, oh, yeah, Natalia, yeah, I mean...
We don't talk much.
Yo, literally that. That's basically what he says. He's like, yeah, we don't really keep in contact, but yeah, I wish her all the best. It's like, that's the vibe. It's like, why did they bring him in for this?
He's just too good. They were like, dude, we have to get him on camera and see what he does.
But then it's basically like her adopted family are like pieces of shit. Like her new ones are pieces of shit. I could have
called that.
Dude,
man.
I said, like, come on, man. When the guy was like, hey, man, you can't curse. You can't. It was like, yo. Why is this guy even here?
I'd be like, shut the fuck up, dude.
Yo, straight up, dude. If Michael was a real pimp, he would have beat his ass.
Yeah.
You're
Oh,
like,
yeah, I forgot they interviewed them in their house.
Twice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because he walked out or whatever.
Yeah. Because the first one, he's like, can I ask you not to curse? And then Michael's like, I tried. He's the man, dude.
He rocks, dude. He's welcome on the show anytime.
Oh, dude.
Can you imagine?
I would love
That's what we should do. We should just try to get like a...
Sit him over there next to the fucking litter box. Yeah. Sorry about the litter box, man. You comfortable?
We should try to get like all the like the silly shows that we watch that are... They got nothing going on.
They really don't. I mean,
like,
I'm confident we could get
YouTube?
almost any person from a reality show on this show. Unless it's like they're famous people like Jersey Shore.
You're not getting snooki.
Honestly, Jersey Shore in 2025 might be able to get a couple of them.
The offshoot characters, definitely. But like, I feel like Pauly D might be like, all right, I need like 20K.
He's washed. There's a video of him getting beat up, and nobody gives a fuck
fuck.
about him anymore. Unless it's not him. I saw someone be like, this isn't him. It's just a guy that looks like him.
CGI.
But I remember for like a day, there was like a video circulating, like Pauly D gets slapped around at a gas station. And I was like, damn, he really is getting slapped around.
Off.
But I don't know. Maybe it wasn't him. That sucks so bad if a video, someone that looks so much like you, is a video of them getting beat up. People are like, look, it's Taylor.
Yeah, he's getting his ass whooped. Like, no, it's not
well,
me.
if there's a video that searches of me getting my ass rolled, I'm like, that's not me. This is some guy that looks just like me.
Exactly. The CGI these days. What can you say? Yeah. Look.
We need to get the second guy that came in and redid the alien Romulus CGI to pixelate this a little bit so you can't tell it's me.
Fuck, dude. Yeah, I feel like we can get anyone of those shows.
Dude, if
tough.
it's someone who's not on Keeping Up with the Kardashians,
we're not getting Kris Jenner,
Jersey Shore, or Vanderpump Rules, I think we can get them, dude.
Even Vanderpump Rules,
especially in the off season, man.
Yeah.
What do they got? They're literally working a retail job and just praying that they're asked to be on the show again so they can make a little bit of money.
I mean, like, dude, that's a good example. Like those shows that the first season of those shows, they had nothing going on for them. There's like,
oh, dude, probably the first 3 seasons of Vanderpump Rules, we could have gotten any of them on.
Yeah, they would have like, please.
I didn't even know that was a show until 2 years ago.
Yeah, me neither. But apparently it is. But yeah, all those shows. Yeah, they're dying to come on this show especially.
So if anybody wants their favorite reality star on, just let us know.
Drop us a comment.
We'll send a couple DMs.
Little plug for us. Follow the YouTube account, and follow the Instagram. And wherever you're listening to this, you can follow. Just follow. I forgot. We used to plug that. Now we don't.
Follow.
I feel like it's pretty obvious, but like, when you do say it, you kind of like, oh shit, yeah, maybe I should follow this. I've been watching some shit, and I'm like, oh yeah, I don't follow this channel. So I'll sub up.
Dude, what we really need, I know we say it like every other episode, but if this podcast had an actual producer, it would be unstoppable.
I know, it'd be great.
It'd be like, yo, can you guys record the pod on this day for a main feed, and then like either do another Patreon right after or do a Patreon like 2 days later?
Yeah.
And we'll reach out to like so-and-so. I hit up so-and-so to do this thing. Are you guys down to have me hit up so and so and be on the pod when they're in town in April?
Yeah.
But like,
if it works out, great. If not, it's okay. Because I feel like genuinely people you hit up will be like, oh yeah, I'm down, or I'll try to make it work. But I just don't, or you don't get a call back. Then I don't handle rejection that well.
Dude, here's what it is for me. Yeah, I don't want to be. I hate asking people. Saying, "Do you want to do the podcast?" is like feels so cringe to ask somebody.
I just don't have enough time to do it. Is really my problem.
Yeah, I do. I'm just not organized enough, and I don't want to hit people up. And I also don't want to like until I'm sitting here. I don't want to do the podcast.
Yeah, no.
Like that's. And I can't really explain what it is because I like doing it. I think it's just so we have so much other stuff going on that I'm just like, oh yeah, the fucking podcast.
But yeah, it could be good. I mean, I was looking at it now. I'm like, wow, we've come such a long way from the early beginnings. You know, we got it set up now. We got lights. We got cameras. We do it all, man. We really pat ourselves on the freaking back, dude. Just keep talking. I get the. Do we have it? Oh yeah.
Would we be a better podcast if we reverted back to audio only?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it still feels the same way if you're listening to this or watching it. I think initially I was very like, oh, I'm talking, but into the camera, acting it out. But I think if you're still listening to this at home or in a car or something, it still probably hits the same. I don't think it's
our audio sounds good. A couple times the podcast has popped up online for me, and I've been like, yeah, I'll fucking listen to the first 15 of the newest episode to see if it's funny or not.
Yeah.
And I'm usually like, well, it sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds
it's easier to hear than most podcasts I listen to.
It sounds like a podcast, and it looks good. Hey, we did a good job. But yeah, if we had a producer like to take it to the next level.
But it has to be somebody that knows what they're doing.
That's the problem. We'll
get DMs from somebody that's like, yo, like I don't really know how to do that, but like I'm down to try. I'm like,
no.
Why would we do that? Respectfully, we don't know you, so we don't covet your company or anything, or you're like you being a part of this. Like in a perfect world, someone that we think is dope and we like hanging out with would be like, I'll do it.
Has mutuals and just like, but. Maybe.
Because, we'll pay somebody to do it.
That's the thing. Because pay handsomely. Because the more effort you put into something, the bigger it's going to get. Check it out. This could be the biggest podcast this town has ever seen.
Dude.
You know?
Can you imagine?
Can you imagine we went from,
Look out. Fuck, what's that one Sixers podcast?
Oh, Rights to Ricky Sanchez?
Yes.
Yeah, I wonder what their listeners count is on that shit.
Dude, that is... listen. With respect...
It does well.
That is the worst sounding podcast I've ever heard.
And they're like radio guys, too.
I know. Dude, when I first heard it, I was like, what...
Homie does production in L.A.
I don't understand how...
I'm like, you guys...
It's literally the worst one I've ever heard in my life.
It's all like this the whole time. I'm like, come on, man.
Dude, it sounds like they're all talking on cell phones that have bad service.
Yeah.
They're all talking through dollar store earbuds with like the little the wired things, and they're just like, oh, I guarantee that's how at least 2 of them are recording every episode.
And they're trying to like fix it so they get some noise through.
Yeah. Oh yeah, freaking Embiid he's
hurt. Yeah, but that's so yeah.
So
we shit on that podcast.
We sound better than the biggest
Spike.
podcast in
Philadelphia. 1,000%. A hot topic of the world, and I think it will happen. It might happen when this podcast comes out. Is TikTok getting banned?
I don't think it's going to get banned.
I don't think it can get banned.
I don't understand what they're doing.
Yeah, like you just can't.
Like banned for what?
For having information. I'm like, dude, that's the whole fucking internet. Do you guys not know that?
Yeah,
like,
is that what they're trying to say?
They're like, oh, well, they're gonna use information to like, start a war. It's like, bruh. I can go on any site, and they're collecting all my data.
Yeah, you literally have to fill out a thing on a website that you're just trying to order like earrings for your wife or something that literally is just like, please don't sell my information. Like,
and they're selling it 1,000%.
Yeah,
that's how the world works. They like my data. So they think that's the cause. I'm like, dude, you guys are fucking up so many people's bread. If that's the case, if you're really gonna cancel.
I don't think
TikTok.
I don't think they're going to. I don't see how they possibly would. And also, like, I don't. Seeing the people that are like, yes, finally. I'm like,
come on, man.
What? Like, what's your big gripe with TikTok?
It's the clock app.
It takes up people get addicted to it. Like, okay, well, people get addicted to fucking crack, and I don't see you fucking getting mad about that.
Yeah,
I don't see you
right?
caring about that. It's ruining people's lives. I don't think TikTok has ruined a single life.
No,
I do think TikTok is pretty fucking gay that you can't say rape or murder or anything on it.
Guns.
Like, yo,
Grow up.
let me say die and gun and kill
Yeah.
myself and suicide.
That
like,
shit's funny.
It's corny. If they should be fucking banning it for anything, it's because it doesn't adhere to freedom of speech.
That's
Straight
what it
up,
is.
that's what I think.
Maybe that's what the T-Man's platform is. Why he's because I think it gets banned like the 19th or the 20th. So like right when his shit takes office. So I don't know.
Dude, it's all a fucking charade. He's probably like,
on
I'm
TikTok.
gonna ban TikTok, and then he's gonna fucking.
But he's on TikTok. That's the thing. No, I don't know. I don't think it will get banned. If I eating my words right now, Mr. Beast will buy it, so we'll be good.
Dude, he's probably broke.
He said he's trying to buy it. Bro's trying to buy TikTok, dude.
It'd be a good investment.
Yeah, he's getting.
I would buy TikTok.
Yeah, if I had a few extra $1 billion to go down, I would shell it out.
If we got the full, our full payout for the last tour that we just the Suburban tour,
yeah.
dude, I'd be buying TikTok.
Buy TikTok, easy money. If we had a producer for the podcast that was making this shit 10 times better,
We'd pay them
we'd
handsomely
pay
enough
them,
that
and
they could buy TikTok.
We'd all buy TikTok together. It'd be called the Quit Your Band Talk, you know?
Dude, can you imagine if we had our own app?
Yeah, it would suck. It would be awesome. But an app that someone uses, not like, because I feel like when apps first came out, people were, it was new and they're like, I'm going to make my own app for my own show. And it's like, that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
That's a bad idea. And people made it, but it's like, you have to upkeep this. It takes a whole team to run an application. They wanted YouTube or like they wanted TikTok. And that's why those apps failed miserably.
Also, everyone likes being able to listen to a podcast, and then when they're done, they just go to the main menu, and they're just like, or they just like scroll over or down, and they're just like, here's the newest episode of this other podcast that I listen to. Play.
Click.
They don't have to exit out and go to a different app. Nobody would ever want to do that.
Imagine you just like podcast and you had to download like 50 apps and you're just like,
Dude.
is there a new one today? I got to click into this thing.
Honestly,
and
I don't
go
listen
through.
to enough podcasts for that to be that much of a chore for me. If I had my little podcast, like,
little,
what do you call it? Like little
container.
Container?
I don't know what you want to call it. Yeah.
container is a good name for
Sure,
it.
yeah.
Dude, my iPhone used to be so organized, and now mine's just like fucking.
Mine's chaos, dude.
It's awful.
It's freaking chaos. It's not good.
How many tabs you got open in your on your phone
In my
your
browser, I think like 17 or 16. I go through it. I try to keep it down to like 10 usually, but sometimes it will get up to like 30 or 40, and I'll be like,
Dude, mine's deranged. Man.
18 tabs right now. But
Check it out. I'm not bragging because I'm actually ashamed of this. I have 122
Jesus
tabs.
Christ. And that's public?
That's public,
That's
dude.
public, dude. Fuck, dude. Yeah, I got a few things that I want to buy that's still like hanging in there.
A lot of it's
Email.
that. A lot of it's stuff that I'm like, maybe I'll buy this one day.
Yeah, that's usually what it is. Yo, I got TSA global entry,
Dude,
and it was easy.
did you have to go to the airport?
I went to the airport. You walk into the airport. You walk into the international side, like you know when you come home and it's like that, like little barrier and where people stand. You go right there. This officer comes out. He just like asks you a few questions. This guy didn't give a fuck. Literally, all they need to do is take your picture. And they take your picture and they're like, "All right, cool. We'll let you know on Monday," or like, "We'll let you know in 2 weeks," and they let me know on Monday. Like, here's your number.
Huh.
So now I just have to pay him $120. So
Dude, but
it's really easy.
I would think the deterrent, at least for me, would be the specific trip to the airport just to do like fill out paperwork or like.
It sucks, but you get TSA pre-check. So I get pre-check, which I'll use, and I'll get the global entry, which I'll I'll use. So
I'm doing it.
It's really easy. You should do it.
Maybe I'll do it tomorrow.
The worst part is filling out the application before you go, because you have to fill it out online. It's like 8 pages, and you need like your passport and like proof of like, or just like where you worked or something.
Dude, I hate
annoying.
having to upload documents.
No, you don't have to upload any documents, which is nice. You just have to put like your passport number in.
Okay.
But it's crazy because I could have filled that out and went that day for an appointment. I was like, oh shit, I could have gone today, but I was like, I don't feel like going today. So I just went on.
I'll do that.
So you could literally fill it out in the morning and then like go that afternoon and just do it. Just get it done with.
I definitely
It's worth it.
should because, man, I hate the fucking airport. And if I could just nudge past all the freaking rabble and just be like, move, you poor pieces of fucking trash.
Yeah.
And just be like, I have global entry.
Yeah. Ding ding.
I'm back.
Welcome with open arms.
It's only in America that you can just walk in, right?
Yeah. You
It'd be dope if it applied to any country. You just fucking
That
fly
would
in
be-
Australia and just be like, out of my way,
I would
prick.
pay premium if I first world countries I can just like walk right into. Dude, let's go. Dude, I'm down. If I could you can kind of walk into England like that, but now they're making you pay for England. I won't get on that whole thing, but
Dude, look how white my hands are. I've been distracted by this whole time. My hands are so white.
I mean, in the light, if I bring this light a little bit, I'll be a little more whiter too. But yeah, dude, you got white hands. You got to get out in the sun.
Dude,
you got to get down to Florida.
I have like
man.
fucking like Count Olaf up in this bitch.
Yeah. you gotta get some sun. You gotta get some sun in.
I know. I do, but dude, I don't like being in the sun. I like when it's warm. But just like being in the sun, I'm
like
sort of like
sunbathing.
I don't think you're supposed to chill in the sun.
I mean, that's why you get cancer.
Yeah.
That's not for us. I like being in the shade in a nice day out. You know?
Dude, if you're
Got the wind
walking,
blowing
like,
around.
check it out. If it's fucking June out right now,
Okay, all right.
and we're like, after this, we're gonna go to
to-
fucking practice. We're gonna go to the practice spot. We're gonna play some music.
Yeah.
We just fucking walk out the door, put our sunglasses on. It might be like a warm walk, and we're hot and we're thirsty as fuck by the time we get there.
That's why you
But
gotta
dude,
warm.
I'm smoking the whole fucking walk, and then once we get there, sunglasses come off. We're inside. We're
AC's barely working.
probably boiling in the practice spot. But
Is this the year we put a new AC in?
yes,
Yeah.
we might as well.
I've been there. I've had that spot for 7 years. I think that's just crazy. That's insane. When I think about stuff, or 6 years, when I think about stuff like that, it's like, wow, that's a long time. I have roots here, you know.
Dude, the pandemic was 5 years ago. That truly is like
That is
fucked up. I mean,
That's straight. That
I don't even know how that's possible.
how was 5 years ago? I don't know. Yeah, when I look at pictures of myself, I'm like, oh shit, I got older. I definitely got older. I got a little fatter. I got a little more gray hair. It happened. I look in my 30s, you know.
Maybe this is too heavy of a question, but do you think the world's ever going to get better
It's for a comedy podcast.
than it is right now?
In what regards?
In all regards, I guess.
Like, I don't think it's gonna get better. I don't think the climate's not gonna get better. It's just gonna progressively.
How much
get
time do
worse.
you think we got?
Before we all kill each other, all bomb each other?
Before, I don't even know, because I don't think it'll be like, I don't think humans will just like go extinct one day. Like, I don't think anything is going to take us out at once unless we all just bomb each other, which I don't think is going to happen. Because,
I don't think people.
nobody wins. Like, if we start dropping nukes, everyone just dies.
Well, the problem with that is the internet, because everyone's like, well, no, hold on, that's just a person in India doing something funny, like I'm doing here. Like, why are we gonna fight each other? I'm not gonna like drop a bomb on them.
Yeah, respect the Indians and their cuisine. But I don't know. I guess I don't want to get demonetized or sound racist. I just like am anti-India just because I feel like I'm like afraid to go there.
Oh, but what I'm getting at is that the internet just makes the world seem so much smaller. And before, in like the 1940s, you're like, you hear a word from someone else that may have been there.
Oh yeah,
and
you
you're
hear
like,
on the radio like, Japan is bombing, is threatening to drop flying aircrafts over the, and you're just like, holy fuck, I'm gonna die any minute now.
Demons, yeah, take them down. But now you're like, oh, Japan's such a lovely place, you know. Also, I saw a comment saying that 90% of people know that Japan's great, and it's like
They said that 90% of the internet is talking about how great Japan is. First of all, 90% is crazy. And also, we didn't, not like we were talking about it as if we invented Japan, okay?
Yeah.
We were simply saying, hey, if you're going to take a trip,
you should go there.
Japan, spend your money on going to Japan.
Yeah.
Most other places are fucking dog shit. That's all we were trying to say.
We're not.
So shut up, you fucking weasel. You've probably not even been to Japan, you fucking loser.
Well, I've been to India, they'll say.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, great.
Damn, that sounds awesome. You probably ate crickets on a stick.
Dude, I found this travel YouTuber guy, and a lot of his like videos, and it might be clickbait, but it's kind of just like, yep, India still sucks, and he's in India.
My thing is, it has to fucking suck.
Dude, it looks terrible. He's having a terrible time. Everything he has to be like, no, like I'm only gonna give you like $2, or like, no, $5. And he's like, no, like you told me $2, like here's the $2, and they're just trying to scam him left and right, and everyone's like rushing around him. He's like, oh, this sucks,
dude.
Just like in the back of a tuk-tuk, like.
Yeah, dude, it's just too much. It's like, dude, it's not even. I have nothing against Indian people or Indian culture or anything.
Like we said, like you said, God bless the cuisine. You know?
I mean, dude, if I didn't have Indian food, I would fucking literally would have killed myself by now. No doubt, no exaggeration.
That's no cap.
I would have unalived myself. I get ahead of the curve for when TikTok comes back with a vengeance. But yeah, dude, it just seems like it fucking sucks. It's not a place I want to go. It's not a place that I've ever seen a person speak positively about.
Is there rural India?
Yeah. And it's got to be, it sounds so scary.
Yeah, I've only seen this city, and that shit's not for me.
I mean, everywhere's got to be relative. I guess not everywhere is busy, but like there are too many fucking people there.
But then check it out. You're sitting in rural India, and also here comes a train, and it's just full of people hanging off of it. Like
for the culture shock, it's probably awesome for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, and they're like, oh,
and then you're probably like, all right, it fucking reeks, and this guy won't stop trying to sell me fucking fried elephant toenails or whatever.
Because like if we go there, we stick out like a sore thumb. You know what I mean?
We're getting harassed like instantly.
Like white men. And
we're
like,
so
Donald
white.
Trump. You're like, come on, dude. Like
they be trying to sell us red hats and shit.
Like Kamala Harris, and I'm like, dude, stop talking to me. Yeah, I will go to India if it, but it's not on the top of my list.
I will not go.
I would go. I'm down to check anything out.
I would have to go on business, and they would be like, "We guarantee you will not be uncomfortable once."
I will say, this guy was in Iran, I think, or Baghdad. He was having a hell of a time there with people. They seemed fun, dude. They seemed like they were just like, yeah, like you're just chilling with the guys. They're like, come party, come. They're
probably fucking relieved he doesn't have like a fucking assault rifle, and he's like eating out of their pantries and shit, and fucking holding their kids hostage. Yeah, they're probably like, an American that's not gonna fucking throw a grenade in our living room.
Yeah, but I probably won't go there. I won't really go to Russia. I would like to go to South Korea. I think that would be cool.
Korea seems cool.
Yeah.
I'm down to go to a lot of the, I guess, what would you call it? Southeast Asia?
Yeah.
I'm down to hit a lot of those places, but I don't want to play music there.
It doesn't. It seems very touchy.
And we've been offered opportunities, but everyone is pretty upfront. Like, hey, maybe we've talked about this on here before, but like, hey, the money's not good, but the shows will be incredible.
Yeah, it's not.
And listen, maybe it's because I'm in my 30s. Maybe it's because I'm just like a fucking grumpy, no fun having guy. But I do not care about playing a good show unless I'm making money off of it.
Yeah, I really think if you're like 20 years old and your band just started and it's getting some buzz in the United States, and you're like, hey, if you go to Philippines, like you'll play to a ton of freaking people, and you're just like, yeah, I got nothing going on.
And that sounds awesome,
yeah,
but if
sick.
I'm not making adequate money, I don't like to fly. So if I have to fly somewhere, and every day you're flying when you're there.
Yeah. and then dealing with.
And also, more than 50% of the bands, not even that I know personally, but that have toured over there, have literally been extorted by the government.
Yeah.
By the government.
I don't need that in my life.
I'm not doing that because I would literally freak out and probably get myself killed. Because just the frustration of being like...
No worse, they'd send you to India.
You have to give us money. Is like, I would be like, we're not doing that. So throw me in prison now and let me get stabbed by fucking, the Bangkok gang that's in there or whatever.
You might get pre-approved for global entry with that comment. Yeah. They'll like scrape your name. Okay, cool. Yeah, he's good. He's not giving money out.
Yeah, hopefully when I do global entry, they don't look up this podcast.
Yeah.
Like, this guy said that he would bomb India.
I
wouldn't mind if they did.
But how do you feel about America? I like it. It's fine. Okay, good. Our guy was like burping the whole time.
That's awesome. Here's the thing, dude. Coming after everything I just said, maybe comes off not a great way, but I love America. America truly is number one, in my opinion.
I get it. It is. You can live in any climate, which is cool.
I mean, it's fucked up, obviously. There's a lot of things fucked up about America, but dude, almost everywhere else is worse. Like, in ways that people don't really talk about. I mean, first of all, everywhere else is too old. We got the newest shit here. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Dubai is like an all new shit.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to chill in Dubai.
I'm not trying to go to Dubai.
No.
You only go to Dubai if like you're like...
Also, I don't think women have a particularly good time in Dubai.
It depends. I think you can go there and like marry a millionaire if you're hot.
But like, don't they feel different? I don't know. Maybe they feel different about women, but I've heard stuff.
I think in Dubai,
it could be a little tough.
The rules are different. I think you can just be like naked in Dubai.
Okay, redacted.
Yeah, I think you can be. I think you could be a hoe in Dubai. Actually,
in that case, then they love women.
Because, dude, looking at like pics and vids of Dubai-related stuff, it seems like there's really only just like flexing money and
they got tall buildings,
fucking hoes. Like that seems like the only thing going on there, and big buildings.
That's cool. I like old stuff, but they got AC there, and that's really important. Comfort. I need comfort.
Yeah, I can appreciate a nice, historical landmark or like some old architecture, some old architecture or something. But
let me go to the McDonald's next door.
Dude, I'm just kind of like, see, this is why people don't like Americans, because we're like we just like what we like, and dude.
Can't help it.
I've been enough places in my life, and I do think that people should go to other places, but I have seen enough. I'll go to other places, and I'm interested in them, but we have the internet. I can see any part of the world at any time.
Yeah.
At the click of a few buttons.
Yeah, I do want to go to the Great Wall of China, though. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, it'd be cool, but dude, there's probably...
Check it out. I want to go.
Fucking 1 million people there at the same time as you.
I don't know if you can, but it'd be cool to go to a Great Wall of China that's not like preserved. You probably can't, but because only like a little portion of it is like kept up and like redone.
Yeah.
But then there's like probably paths you can walk that are like, oh shit, it's all overgrown and like I don't know. Could be cool. Could be worth exploring, but I've been to China twice in the airport and
it was
had
tough,
a pretty terrible time. So.
It was tough. It was pretty tough.
It could be better this time.
Yeah, do bands go to China? I don't think China wants music.
I don't think it wants music. I don't think it really gets it, man, because they don't have YouTube over there.
I think they have their own music.
Yeah, hey, that's cool by me. Hey, I'm fine with that. That's cool. They don't. Do they? They definitely like. I mean, people like anything. It's such a big population, but I really think what a killer is they don't have the same internet. So they're not getting the same shit. So shit doesn't blow up there.
Yeah, maybe that's why they got TikTok. Like we need something. God damn it. Well, they got Instagram.
Do they have Instagram? Do they?
I think so. They got to.
They don't. Okay, I think it's just YouTube they don't have, which is weird. But
I bet 25% of Chinese people, which is
VPN.
2 billion people.
Yeah, straight up.
I bet they are using some sort of like proxy servers to watch YouTube.
Yeah, that's true. They know who Mr. Beast is. We'll say that much.
But I mean, well,
They got their own shit, But I'll check it out.
Dude, listen. I like to see shit and I like to experience stuff, but only for very small periods of time. I like to microdose other things, but you have to fly really fucking far to get to these places, and I'm not into that. I don't like that. I don't like traveling. I don't like that.
I travel well. I'm a good size. I'm a good size to travel.
I just feel sick the whole time. Traveling really fucks with my body, but also just like the whole fucking task of having to you're just going to this place, and then you might sleep at this place, and then you're going to this place. And I don't feel grounded. I also don't like crowds. So going anywhere that's a touristy thing is I'm not into that.
Yeah.
So really it's I like eating things in other countries, but I don't even I'm not an adventurous eater really either. So I'm fish and chips, hell yeah, brother.
Chicken wings?
Yeah, seriously.
Where's your French fries?
These are freaking horse knuckles? What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. Oh, the McDonald's across the street? Cool, I'll see you there. Yeah, I feel you on that.
Tried and true.
Dude, it is crazy. You can go anywhere in the world and it tastes the same. That's so cool. It's so cool. We have that in common with everyone. That's why we can't have a world war. We'll be like, hey, we have the same taste. We eat the same thing.
McDonald's is going to save us.
I think so. The McDonald's war. It won't happen. It's a McDonald's.
When's the last time you ate at Burger King?
It's been a while. We passed a Wendy's on the way here, or was it yesterday? I forget. And I was like, I haven't eaten Wendy's. I haven't eaten Burger King in a long time. It's probably been months. Didn't even happen on that past tour we did.
Yeah, I don't know if I've eaten Burger King in a really long time. We know somebody that says they think it's the best fast food. And I think no person other than him on planet Earth believes that.
I think McDonald's kind of got it wrapped, huh? People love McDonald's.
I could see someone being like, I think Chick-fil-A is the best one. Or I think
that's regional, though.
I think, is it?
Isn't kind of regional, the Chick-fil-A?
Maybe regional to America. I feel like it's
to
all
America.
over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. To America.
Yeah.
But McDonald's, everyone has McDonald's. That's what it's like, dude. And they crush it. You go any McDonald's, it's the same. That's good. That's hard to do.
So
Subway,
I will agree that McDonald's is king, but I think that Wendy's has the better food.
I haven't had an actual Wendy's burger.
I'm a square patty guy
time,
myself.
But Wendy's is a little more inconsistent, but it can really hit.
That's fair.
Dave did a good job making a burger.
That's fair.
Yeah, he did do a good job. Should we wrap it here for today? I do have to pee, and I guess we probably should get to practice. But speaking of which, I won't be there, but Tour with Modern Color, Webbed Wing coming up next month. So make sure to check.
I bought our flights.
It's happening, everyone.
It's happening.
So make sure you check the dates. Maybe I'll put the dates at the end of this video or something like that.
Ooh.
Blah, 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 blah. Super Heaven's playing LDB Festival too.
Yeah, when is that?
I think it's in April. I think it's the 26th of April or 27th. You'll hear Super Heaven and Basement. We're both playing that festival, which is going to be kind of cool.
When's the last time we shared a stage, dude?
It's been a long time. It's been a long time coming. So I think that's going to be a really cool show. So if we haven't posted about it really hard post, but here's a hard post for you. Come to that and stay tuned. Stay tuned for more.